Hey everyone, Mitch coming in from the Commander's Core studio. Welcome to the show. So on today's episode, I've got an exciting one for you, because even the most basic things in Commander can be incredibly exciting and incredibly powerful. These commanders turn basic lands into a win condition. And of course, if you're interested in any of these cards on this episode, check out that handy dandy card list link in the description below. Now with all that said, let's jump into them. First up, Hearthall the World Seed is an absolutely amazing commander, a ton of fun, a 6/7, well, when it's stationed, spacecraft for 4 mana in Jund. And it says, hey, 2+ is pay 1, tap, sacrifice a land, draw 2 cards, pledge to land this turn. Cool. Oh, by the way, Flying Vigilance Haste at 8+. Oh, and just one more thing, one more small thing here. Whenever you sacrifice a land, each opponent loses 2 life. That is an insane effect, because all of a sudden, your lands become the weapon of destruction for your opponents. And they really can't stop you from doing anything about that. Being able to sacrifice lands, get them back, there's plenty of ways to do so in this color combination. But of course, also just being able to go, oh yeah, end of the game, I got, like Zern Orb in play, and I can just freely sacrifice my lands and just decimate your life totals. Yeah. It's an absolutely devastating commander that literally holds your opponents hostage just with your lands, with your basic lands that are just sitting there in play, and your opponent's like, I'm afraid of that forest. Please, please don't sacrifice that forest. And you're like, I'm going to sacrifice the forest. Please, no! And the mountain and the swamp. Yay! Next up, Tifa Lockhart, a 1/2 human monk with trample for 2 mana in green. Whenever a land you control enters, double Tifa Lockhart's power until end of turn. Yeah, literally displaying a forest goes, okay, yeah, I mean, I just take it from 1 to 2. Sure, okay, all right. But the potential is so much more than that, because obviously you are in the most amazing color when it comes to getting lands into play, when it comes to ramping, and you're like, okay, yeah, play this card, search for like 5 lands, get them all into play, whatever it is. Cool, all right, double, 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 double. Exponential growth. I mean, and of course, this is a baseline to start at, which is 1. Of course, there's plenty of ways to increase that to a lot more than that. Again, you throw like a Blackblade or Forge on this. I mean, pump it, based on the number of lands you control, number 1. It's like, okay, this has 6 power already. Okay, double and then double again, and all of a sudden, I'm at 24 in taking players out in 1 shot. And again, with trample, it's like, oh wait, actually, you've got a blocker too? Okay, you'd survive that. So, 1 more land with another ramp spell, and all of a sudden I'm at 48 and taking you out. So yeah, this is a commander that can absolutely devastate opponents with the most simple thing in the world, a forest. A forest can devastate your opponents. Next up, Flubs the Fool. One of the coolest commanders I think that has ever been designed. A 0/5 Frog Scout for 3 mana in Teamer. Pledge land on each of your turns. Oh, by the way, to play a land or cast a spell, draw a card unless you got no cards in hand. Otherwise, discard a card. Again, your lands with this one literally become cantrips in a way. And also, it's like, hey, oh yeah, by the way, with those lands, you get extra ones to play each turn. You can do some amazing landfall strategies with this one, some amazing strategies where you just have ways to control the amount of things in your hand with free discard outlets. It's a lot of fun things you can do, but yeah, the extra lands and also the cantripping lands fact means that this one can be one that can go, yeah, okay, basic forest, cool, all right, awesome. Basic island, okay, cool, awesome. Okay, basic, mountain, okay, cool, awesome. Drawing cards off of those and getting landfall triggers is such a good strategy with this commander. And of course, there's plenty of other ways to get other lands into play, plenty of other ways to get you to play extra lands. Such a fun commander for basic lands. Next up, Omnath, Locus of Creation, rewarding you for lands here, there, and everywhere. A 4/4 elemental for 4 mana, every color but black. Whenever it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Oh, by the way, landfall. Whenever a land enters battlefield control, you gain 4 life. Good for you. It's the first time ability to roll this turn. Second time, you add its color combination. Basically, again, 4 mana. Third time, 4 damage each opponent, each planeswalker you don't control. I always forget about the planeswalker thing. It's like, oh, by the way, you happen to have a planeswalker in play, it just gets taken out. Yeah, again, literally just playing basic lands or, ramping and getting basic lands is the most powerful thing you can do. It's like, okay, yeah, play my forest for the turn. Okay, cool, I gain 4 life, good for me. Maybe I've got some ways to benefit from that trigger. Awesome, good for me. Oh, by the way, yeah, play a simple ramp spell like a rampant growth. Okay, cool, I just gained 4 mana. Again, the rampant growth costs 2. I just gained 4 mana from that. I mean, go up 2 mana, lovely, okay, cool, all right, and then maybe play another ramp spell, and all of a sudden I'm dishing out damage. Maybe I've got double damage triplers. You can really take advantage of lands here, lands there, lands everywhere, but again, the most basic land out there can be the most effective thing in the world with this commander that makes your opponents just sweat because you're like, oh yeah, here's another forest, and they're like, no, not a forest, no! Moving on, the Necrobloom, a 2/7 plant for 4 mana. In Abzan, whenever a land enters the battlefield under control, you make a 0/1 green plant creature token. If you control 7 or more lands with different names, make a 2/2 black zombie creature token instead. By the way, land cards in your graveyard have dredge too. Here's the thing about this one. Yes, there's a somewhat, quote-unquote, restriction to this one where it's like, okay, yeah, you need some non-basics, but, not really. I mean, first of all, like, you've got basically 6 basic lands. Again, technically basic lands with these snow-covered lands for this deck. Again, when you're ramping and, like, getting a ramping growth, okay, cool, yeah, go get a snow-covered plains. Go get a snow-covered swamp. Go get a snow-covered forest. And they're still basic. So being able to just go, like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. I got all those. That's already 6. I see one more land that is non-basic, and all of a sudden, I unlock those zombies. So yeah, you do that, and all of a sudden still it's like, okay, yeah, forest, okay, swamp, okay, plains. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is, I am getting extra better tokens in play. Of course, you can build around plants if you really want to. It's actually kind of fun when you do that too. That being said, the extra ability of land cards in your graveyard have dredge to unlocks now all of your lands, no matter what they are. Again, even the most basic lands now are like, oh yeah, got the dredge 2 effect on these lands. Oh, yeah, I got Get Rog Monster combo. Cool, good for me. Yeah, you can do some crazy things with basic lands in this deck. Next up, Zimone Mystery Unraveler. Unravel the mystery of basics dominating your opponents. A 3/3 human wizard for 4 mana in Simic. Whenever a land you control enters Manifest Dread the first time this builder resolve this turn. Otherwise, you may return a permanent, turn a permanent you control face up. Returning a permanent would be a different kind of a strategy and be fun too. That being said, being able to go, oh yeah, okay, play a forest. Cool, all right, Manifest Dread, off the top of my library, cool. Around the battlefield down as a face down 2/2. Okay, and then a ramp with a rampant growth. And all of a sudden, flip it, and it's a massive, giant, absolutely game-ending, game-demolishing card, like an Omniscience or something like that. Yeah, have fun. Super early in the game, you can absolutely dominate with this kind of a commander. I mean, super early, like literally, you're like, okay, yeah. Turn 2, ramp. Turn 3, get this out. Turn 4, game over, probably? Yeah. Again, just with your basics, it's absolutely crazy. Your basics can unlock some absolutely amazing cards. And again, your opponent's gonna be like, oh, is that an island? Oh, no. No, please don't play a land. You're like, yeah, land. Okay, I'm gonna ramp now. Motherland. No, not a forest. Moving on, a newer commander with Thranduil the Strategist. I am saying that completely wrong. Yeah, I've watched Lord of the Rings, but yeah, I'm not the best with the names. Anyways, a 4/4 elf noble for 5 mana in Simic. Other elves you control have tap, add green or blue. Whenever a land you control enters, create a 1/1 green elf creature token. And yes, I know, I mean, I said Lord of the Rings with the Hobbit. And whatever, okay? All right, anyways, being able to get a ton of lands into play equals literally, okay, I get creature tokens off of this, lovely. But also, I basically double up on that mana value because my elves, which I'm making from my lands, give me mana too, which is absolutely crazy. And again, it's a strategist, right? But like, your strategy is lands, play forest, play island, get more mana. Yeah, dominate the game. Moving on, Aesi, Tyrant of Gyre Strait. Now, actually, Tatiova could have been in this list too, and the more budget-friendly version is Tatiova. That being said, let's go over this one. A 5/5 Serpent for 6 mana in Simic. Pledge a land each of your turns. By the way, whenever you have a land enter, you draw a card. You may draw a card, and maybe you may even need that may, because at a certain point you're like, yeah, actually, I'm kind of locked out of drawing. I can't really draw anymore. Yeah, I need to stop. You can draw your entire library with this quite easily, actually, in certain combinations. That being said, being able to just get extra lands into play means, oh yeah, play an extra island, play an extra forest. Okay, cool, actually. Lots of cards to be drawn with this one. Yeah, you literally just get everything Simic ever wants. Extra lands into play, extra cards in your hand, dominate the game. Again, just with basics, basically. You don't even need any non-basic lands with this one. It's dominant, but of course you can add some in it too. But basic lands dominate with Aesi, Tyrant of Gyre Strait. Next up, Omnath, Locus of Rage. Angry Jellybean. 5/5 Elemental for 7 mana in Gruul. I mean, 7 mana is nothing for Gruul, right? You're like, oh yeah, I've got green. I can ramp. Okay, cool. In fact, I'm heavily incentivized to ramp. Whenever a land you control enters, you make a 5/5 red and green elemental creature token. Yeah, literally every single one of your lands, including your tiny little forests and your tiny little mountains, are like, hey, by the way, I come with a giant elemental. Oh, and by the way, whenever this other elemental control dies, I'm going to deal 3 damage to any target. I lightning bolt something if you take out my elementals. Absolutely amazing, absolutely insane. Again, literally just playing a forest or playing a mountain brings out, well, one of the biggest threats on the board that also just kind of explodes into a lightning bolt as well. So yeah, ramp, play these, all the things in the world, all the elementals in the world, and actually maybe some damage doublers, some damage triplers. Utilize that too. Sacrifice your elementals, do some crazy things. Yeah, Angry Jellybean can get quite angry and quite fun to play. And finally, okay, I will caution you with Lord Windgrace because, yeah, I mean, obviously you can build some more friendly versions of this one, but the most disgusting version of it, well, really turns your basics up to an insane level. A 5 starting loyalty Windgrace Planeswalker for 5 mana and Jund. +2 discard a card, then draw a card. If a land card is discarded this way, draw an additional card. Nice! Again, you literally discard essentially a forest, you discard a mountain, you discard a swamp. All is in, you're like, okay, too cool. Draw 2 cards. Awesome, good for me. -3, return to 2 target land cards to Gyre to the battlefield. Awesome, I can ramp ahead of my opponents. Good for me. Oh, by the way, -11 destroy up to 6 target non-land permanents to create 6 2/2s with Forest Walk. Good for me. What really matters with this one is, well, the most effective strategy might be the most brutal one, which is frowned upon in Commander. And that is, it's hard to say. Let me whisper it to you, okay? Ready? Here we go. Mass land destruction. Yeah, mass land destruction is the most effective version of this commander, most likely. And it really just says, like, oh yeah, even if I just have forests, even if I just have mountains, even if I just have swamps, well, I'm getting them all back. I destroy all of your things, essentially. I destroy all your lands. I destroy all of our lands. My lands are gone too, but I can keep getting them back more effectively than you can because I can keep -3 and getting those lands back really quickly. So, yeah, it is a commander that can be absolutely brutal, absolutely effective. This is the kind of commander, again, with mass land destruction, you need to ask your playgroup first. You need to do that. If they're not okay with it, you can be like, haha, surprise mass land destruction. And they're like, haha, surprise, leave my house. Get out of here. We're no longer friends. Yeah, you don't want that kind of a surprise. And with that, this episode is coming to a close. Comment below with your thoughts on it. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.